The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. From outside, off the mark.
3 years into his career now, and it's clear that...
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
The Kings leading. 51 seconds left to play in the first. The quick pass it to Thompson. Here's Montana. Wiggins with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Takes a 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Sacramento now. They're on an 11-3 run. That is good. 17 points for the quick.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Ball stolen. One-on-one here. Rubio, the pass to the prodigy. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. Here's the prodigy. Got it up. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Muhammad. Gorgie Dang is out there with Garnett. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Neal in at the shooting guard. And there's the whistle. That goes on the quick. That's his first foul. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Now here's McLemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Here's the prodigy. 7 points in the game. He gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the referee is all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Good on the second free throw.
Looking at the game for the prodigy, he's got 8 points and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Well, the problem was clear last year with the Wolves and what they lacked. Interior defense, so many baskets. Clark giving up at the rim by him.
And in transition as well, Kevin. They were in the bottom 3 in points in the paint and fast break points against. Hard to win consistently with those numbers. With the points he's racked up in the paint, he's taking some pressure off of their perimeter shooters.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get...
How about that basketball, man? Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Andrew Wiggins was the second consecutive Toronto native taken first overall in the NBA draft. He called it a great thing, saying before this, no player from Canada has been #1, and now we have 2 back-to-back #1s, so it's a huge accomplishment. It just opens so many more doors for all the kids in Canada. Guys, back to you.
It's something else, all right. Thank you, Doris. Cousins dishes to Thompson. There's the pass to Montana. And there's the 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 4. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the prodigy. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. The Prodigy's got 14 points. The Kings have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Montana, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
You know, last season, the Sacramento Kings crowd set a world record for the loudest roar at an indoor sports stadium. Talk about analytics being on display. Here's a case in point, folks. 126 decibels. Now, 127 is where you can cause permanent hearing loss. My hope and prayer is that the record stays at 126.
And he punches it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Picked off in midair. For the finish, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul, that's against Minnesota.
And for these Sacramento fans, winning that noise record, a nice way to represent their passion and dedication. They fought to keep this team, and they deserve it.
And for the Kings, playing in one of the oldest arenas in the NBA, big plans, Clark, for a new downtown arena.
And clearly a very ambitious ownership group, and they've said this new arena has to be spectacular. They're looking to build something with the wow factor to become a California landmark. We'll see if it can happen.
Trying to get open is Thompson. Got it. Good job in the low post. 33 points for the Quick.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And that's collected by Gay. Kings leading now by 8.
That foul is really going.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin manning the backcourt. Prodigy is out there with Pekovic. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
Offensive rebound. Cousins, the pass to Montana. Buried from 15 feet out.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper. Well, great season for DeMarcus Cousins last year, and an interesting story. His owner asked his countrymen to stuff the ballot box for Cousins so that he could be in the starting 5 of the All-Star game. Didn't quite work out, but he still had a terrific campaign.
Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's the Prodigy. He's covered by Gay. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
That's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On offense, here are the Kings. 6-point game. It's tipped, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's the Prodigy, and a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Here's Montana.
Look out, man!
The rim is shaking.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Here's the Quick from about 19 feet. And the shot no good, a bit short. Stolen by Thompson. No good from Cousins.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 6-point lead. Cousins pulls it in.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field. It is flushed down with a nice jam. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Yeah, that was just amazing. And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that. The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for the prodigy. He's already got 9 points and 2 steals.
Now it's all him today. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined.
That is something else, guys.
Here's the prodigy. 9 points in the game so far. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
There was a time when the Kings were one of the powerhouses out of the West, but they've been stuck at the bottom for almost a decade now.
Well, in the Western Conference, Kevin, it's hard to get out of the doldrums, and the Kings just haven't quite been able to match up with the top teams out that way.
So it's Sacramento. And Cousins kicks to McLemore, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by the Kings. Gates got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Seemingly, though, the Kings did find some pieces to build around this last season, even as they ended 3rd to last in the conference.
52 seconds left here in the opening quarter, and that one's good.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The Kings trail by 8.
You know, for the Kings, finding out what you have really is the first step in turning around your fortunes, being able to look at what you've got and what you need to add. And the Kings definitely have some players to build around, but as with any team that's rebuilding, it's going to take a lot of work to get back to being a factor in the powerful Western Conference.
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they haven't done anything wrong so far. Double-digit lead already.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 13. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rebound goes to Martin.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Defensive foul. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of its shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable with that strike.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
From outside the arc, that misses, would have counted had it gone in. The first quarter concludes in a double. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
We've got Thompson. DeMarcus Cousins out there with the quick. Then it's McLemore. And it's Gay in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Poked away. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Oh!